Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. 2025 can be the year that changes everything for you, but only if you decide it will be. The truth is, transformation starts when you stop waiting for life to happen and start making life happen. I'm here to give you the blueprint, the 10 rules that will turn your life around this year. But you got to listen with an open mind and a ready heart. Let me talk to you about one of the most important keys to transforming your life. Belief in yourself. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that belief is the foundation of every success story. When you look at people who've achieved greatness, whether it's in business, entertainment, sports, or any other field, they all started with a deep, unshakable belief that they could make it. It doesn't matter where you come from, how much money you've got in your pocket, or what mistakes you've made in the past. None of that defines your future. What defines your future is your ability to see something bigger for yourself, even when nobody else does. Now, belief isn't just about confidence, it's about vision. You've got to be able to see where you're going, even when the path isn't clear. Some of you are waiting for someone to give you permission to dream. Stop waiting. Stop letting other people's opinions dictate how far you think you can go. Let me tell you something. People are always going to doubt you. They'll tell you it's impossible, that you don't have what it takes, that you're dreaming too big. But guess what? That's not their call to make, it's yours. Belief isn't about proving them wrong, it's about proving yourself right. But here's the catch. Belief without action is just wishful thinking. If you believe in your dream, you've got to back it up with work. You've got to fight for it every single day, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Belief will push you to take that first step, but it's also what will keep you moving when the road gets rough. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about trusting that if you keep going, you'll get there. Taking action is the difference between wishing for a better life and actually creating one. Too many people spend their days dreaming, planning, and talking about what they want to do, but they never take that first step. Let me tell you something. The biggest enemy to your success isn't failure, it's procrastination. It's sitting around waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the perfect set of circumstances. Let me be real with you. There is no such thing as the perfect time. The perfect time is now, and the only way to make progress is to start moving. Action is what separates people who achieve their dreams from those who spend their lives wishing for more. It doesn't matter if your first step is small, messy, or not entirely clear. What matters is that you take it. You see, momentum comes from action, not thought. Once you start moving, things begin to shift. But none of that happens if you're stuck in the planning phase, waiting for everything to be just right. Now, let's be honest. Taking action can be scary. It's not always easy to step into the unknown or take risks, especially when there's no guarantee of success. But fear is part of the process. The key is to act in spite of that fear, not to let it hold you back. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goals. And here's the thing, action builds confidence. The more you do, the more you'll realize what you're capable of. You'll start to see that you're stronger, smarter, and more resourceful than you ever imagined. Action turns potential into reality. Who you surround yourself with can determine the direction of your life more than almost anything else. Your environment is powerful. It shapes your thoughts, your energy, and ultimately your actions. If you're spending your time with people who lack ambition, who are always negative, or who don't support your growth, It's like trying to run a marathon with weights tied to your legs. You might still move forward, but it's going to be a whole lot harder, and eventually you might just stop altogether. The people in your life should push you to be better, not hold you back. They should challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable to your goals. Take a look at your circle right now. Ask yourself, are these people helping me grow, or are they keeping me comfortable where I am? Comfort can be dangerous because it makes you settle for less than you're capable of. If the people around you don't believe in you or your vision, it might be time to reevaluate those relationships. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to cut ties. It's hard, especially when it comes to people you've known for a long time. But here's the reality. Not everyone is meant to come with you to the next level, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you don't care about them. It just means you care about yourself enough to protect your energy and your future. At the same time, make an effort to surround yourself with people who are where you want to be or who are striving for the same things. Find mentors, peers, and friends who inspire you, who make you want to work harder, and who believe in your potential. The right people can change everything. It can lift you up, help you see new possibilities, and remind you of your greatness when you forget. Failure is one of the most misunderstood parts of success, yet is absolutely essential to any transformation. Too many people are terrified of failure, treating it like some kind of final judgment. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. You can't win without losing a few times along the way. Every successful person you admire has a long list of failures that help shape them into who they are. If you're afraid to fail, you're afraid to grow. The first thing you have to understand about failure is that it's a teacher. It shows you what works and what doesn't. It reveals your weaknesses so you can work on them and your strengths so you can lean into them. Failure isn't meant to break you, it's meant to build you, but only if you're willing to learn from it. If you spend all your time running from failure or blaming others when it happens, you miss the lesson and you stay stuck. Let me tell you something, you're going to fail, it's inevitable, but here's the good news, failure doesn't define you. How you respond to it does. Every time you fall, you have two choices. You can let it discourage you, or you can let it fuel you. You can stay down, or you can get back up stronger and smarter than before. The key is to stop seeing failure as something bad and start seeing it as feedback. Each time you fail, you're one step closer to figuring it out. You're building resilience, grit, and wisdom. That's the stuff success is made of. Don't fear failure, embrace it, because every setback you face is really a setup for your comeback. Keep going, and failure will eventually lead you to success. Consistency is the unsung hero of success. It's not the flashy moments, the big wins, or the grand gestures that truly change your life. It's the small, steady actions you take every single day. The truth is, most people don't fail because they lack talent or ambition. They fail because they give up too soon. They try something for a week, maybe even a month, and when they don't see instant results, they quit. But transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and that process requires consistency. Think about it. You don't get in shape by going to the gym once. You don't build a successful career by showing up only when you feel like it. Progress comes from doing the work, day in and day out, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, and even when it feels like nothing is happening. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up for yourself and your goals, no matter what. Here's the thing, consistency creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The more consistent you are, the more progress you make, And the more confident you become, over time, those small daily actions compound into something much bigger. It's like planting a seed. At first, you don't see anything, but if you keep watering it, keep nurturing it, eventually it grows into something amazing. The challenge with consistency is that it's not always exciting. It's not glamorous. It's about doing the boring, unsexy stuff that no one claps for. But that's where the magic happens. If you can commit to being consistent, whether it's in your work, your relationships, your health, or your personal growth, you'll be amazed at how far you can go. Small steps taken consistently lead to extraordinary results. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have to transform your life. It's not just about saying thank you or appreciating the good things that come your way. Gratitude is a mindset, a way of seeing the world that shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. When you practice gratitude, you create a space for more abundance, joy, and opportunities to flow into your life. It's like telling the universe, I see what you've already given me, and I'm ready for more. Too often, people get caught up in chasing what's next, always wanting more money, more success, more recognition. And while ambition is important, it's meaningless if you don't take the time to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude grounds you. It reminds you of how far you've come, even if you're not where you want to be yet. It helps you find peace in the present moment instead of constantly living in the future. Here's the thing, gratitude is not just for the big things. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going right, but the real power of gratitude comes when you find it in the small, everyday moments, even during the tough times. It's in the roof over your head, the food on your plate, the air you breathe. It's in the lessons you've learned from your struggles and the people who've stood by you. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your challenges. It means recognizing that even in the midst of difficulty, there's something to be thankful for. The more you practice gratitude, the more it becomes a habit. And as it becomes a habit, you'll notice something incredible. Life feels lighter, richer, and more meaningful. Gratitude changes your perspective, and when your perspective changes, your life changes. Let me leave you with this. Transformation isn't about waiting for the right moment, the perfect opportunity, or a stroke of luck. It's about making a decision right here and now to take control of your life. The 10 rules we've talked about today aren't just ideas. They're tools. Tools that, if used consistently, can shape your future into something extraordinary. Understand this, no one else is coming to save you. No one else will live your dreams, take your risks, or put in your work. That responsibility and that power rests solely with you. Yes, it will be challenging. Yes, there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But the greatest rewards in life come to those who persevere, who show up for themselves every single day, even when it's hard. Remember, you are capable of more than you realize. You are stronger than your fears, greater than your failures, and closer to your dreams than you think. Don't let self-doubt, procrastination, or fear hold you back. This is your time. 2025 can be the year everything changes, but only if you decide to make it so. Believe in yourself, take action, and transform your life. The choice is yours.